What's good with y'all boys, and we back. You know what I'm saying? First video on the second channel, you know what I mean? And I have really no ideas what to put on the second channel. I know I wanted to talk about hip hop and shit like that, but I had no really ideas what to do, and I'm excited. For my first video, I'm basically going to be talking about Juice WRLD, because he's one of my favorite artists, and he's really talented, and shit like that. And I decided I'm going to rate all of his albums best to worst. So we're going to do this. We're going to get into it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. And let's get into it. Alright, now the first album that we're going to rate is Goodbye, Good Riddance. Now, this album is a personal favorite of mine, and I love the work they got put into this album in the first place. Juice WRLD seems like he took his time with this one. I mean, it is his first release, so of course he would, but he just decided to, really be patient with this release and just decided to put a lot of work in it. And to me, this album's great. It's a masterpiece. And what I think is that this album, it's definitely his number one and definitely his best, and nothing will ever top Goodbye, Good Riddance. This is his best album, and I stand by that. Also, what I forgot to mention is that literally all of his hits on here are on this album, like Lucid Dreams, All Girls on the Same, Lean With Me, Black and White, and yada yada yada. Like, this is his best album, and literally nobody can tell me otherwise. It has all of his hits on here, and it should have just his best album. Alright, next album we're gonna rate is his second album release, Death Race for Love. Now, this one in particular, I don't know, something special was put into this one. And what's funny about this album was made in a week. I heard about that this album was made in a week. It kind of felt rushed, but yet again, it was good work. Like, this was definitely his second best album. To me, there's a couple really good songs on there. Robbery, Empty, and Flaws and Sins are definitely one of my favorite songs on that album. It's really good, and it just has a really catchy melodic flow. Like, a lot of Juice WRLD songs are like that, but Death Race for Love in particular has a really good melodic flow, and it just works. Like, it just works well, and it puts together really nicely, and it just got made well with all the songs of how they were listed. And I think Death Race for Love is his best album melodic wise, because it's really good like that. And I think if you take all those songs and put them out individually, I think those songs would literally be as big as Lucid Dreams. I said it. Those songs would be as big as Lucid Dreams. Like, those songs are so good to the point where they could potentially be as good as Lucid Dreams if they were dropped individually. I think Death Race for Love is definitely his best his album melodic wise, and it's it has been rushed when it was made, but it was still really good, and I love it. Alright, now we got his third best album, which I think is really good. Honestly, this is just great. Alright, next we got his not his third album release. We'll get to that. This is his first posthumous album, Legends Never Die. Hate me all you want. Oh, this album is trash. Oh, posthumous albums are never good. Oh, this album was mid. No, this album is really good. I will stand by that. Legends Never Die should be his only posthumous album, I have a feeling. Because when Fighting Demons came out, it felt like just a bunch of unreleased songs put together. We'll get to that, just trust me. But it was just not that listenable, and it was just weird. So yeah, that's how I pretty much felt about it. So Legends Never Die had a really good track list: Wishing Well, Blood on My Jeans, Stay High, Man of the Year. Sorry if I missed out on a bunch of songs, which I definitely did, but yeah, this album is so freaking listenable and good, and it's just pretty beautiful. I hit my mic, but it's pretty good. I like this album pretty much for just the songs. I think it's pretty good for that reason, and I just really like it that way. So I think Legends Never Die is his third best album. I don't really have too much to say about it, but I just think it's really good. So good. If you haven't listened to it, go give it a listen. Trust me, you'll like it. Alright, now it's time for one of his albums that I really don't like. World on Drugs. Where do I start? Future and Juice is a good music collab, but as an album, it works, but it doesn't at the same time. It's okay, but to me, it's decent at best, but the album is just not for me. It's not my taste. It's good, but it's not for me. I'll say that. Juice in the Future has made some good songs on that album, but it's just not for me, and I just don't like it too much. I don't have too much to say about it, so let's get into the last one, which I don't know what to say about. Let's get into it. And the last album for today that I'm rating is Fighting Demons. Goddamn, where do I start with this? From this mess of a album, I don't know how to explain how forced this album feels. It feels like literally one of his fans found like 90% of his unreleased songs and just made an album of it and put it on SoundCloud. It's just I enjoy the songs, don't get me wrong, but it's just so forced. It's just so goddamn not. It doesn't feel like something Juice would actually make, and not his craft. It feels just so wrong, and there's just a whole lot of wrong with this album, and I don't like it. It's just how I feel. And I just don't like it that much. It just feels hella forced and just hella like not good, and I just don't like it. Sorry if that's not what y'all want to hear, but that's how I feel. Just a forced album, basically. So, yeah. But yeah, that is the Juice WRLD albums review. If y'all like this video, which some of y'all might not, because y'all hip-hop fans love to disagree with opinions, but go ahead. This is my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. That's 100% fine. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, just, leave a like for the algorithm. I just want to take my channel to basically the higher ups, and I just want to hit basically a milestone I never hit before. I want to take my channel to basically anywhere. I just want to, make my videos for fun and stuff like that. And this video is basically just, rating albums and shit. I'll do more if y'all want me to. Comment down below if you want me to do more album reviews, which I might do on my own, but that's for the next video. Anyways, have a good day.